Simon comes back. I'd be interested in what you guys think about Charles Blow, New York Times writer, saying black folks should move down south and amass to gain political power. I think my problem with this, this is the part where I actually wish Diz was here. So my problem with that, Simon, is I don't feel that in the year of the Lord 2024, we have to move in any direction to mass power. We could get to what's the word? We can we can get groups together anywhere. It's not that we have to mass together in a certain area to mass power. The reason I say that is because for me, I feel like that's very dangerous step to take. If we're massing power in the South, what do you think they're doing up north and out west and the Midwest? So I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and on its face is a good idea, but I don't think in long term, I don't think we would get what we want for one, and I don't think even if we do, it would last for long. Um, Also, the reason that I say that, and you're new here, so I'm pretty sure you've never heard me say this. This is not my saying. I stole it from um, somewhere else. All skin folks ain't kin folks. So you say that you're gonna put a whole bunch of black people together, and all of a sudden we're gonna mass power is naive at best. All skin folks ain't kin folks.
Well,
So
plus once the word gets out that, oh, this group is trying to amass power in this area, there's going to be a concerted effort to bring the equal and opposite reaction into the same area.
Yep.
Um, yeah, or even more. But so Seattle, the western part of Washington, where I am, we are a blue state. We are a heavy blue state. I'm actually the only one of the four of us. There's normally four of us on this panel, that lives in a blue state that has the privileges of things like Medicaid expansions and stuff that more often those to the left side of the aisle would vote in. But I also see, just as much as there are people who move here because we have a fantastic gay community, the LGBTQ, the legitimate community. We are incredibly strong from Vancouver, BC, down to San Diego, California. We travel up and down, we visit each other. And we really try to organize and make a difference
organize, that's the word.
all up and down our state or our province in Canada. And lending your voices and getting bigger, organizing, it's a wonderful thing, but then you start to attract. So out here, we attract cowboys. And like last year or the year before, I had to interact with really heavy MAGA folk for the first time in my life. So you can hope to be kind of isolated, insulated. It doesn't stay that way for long. And people get jealous of, when, hey, it looks like they have their own thing over there. How dare they?
Yep.
I don't know what it is about that.
I mean,
Two
history
words.
teaches us this. I mean, look at what happened when blacks moved to Tulsa
Right?
I was literally going to say that. I said
and,
the
and,
two
and
words, Tulsa,
decided
Oklahoma.
built their own banks, built their own
Yep.
school. The
You're right.
white
You're
bigots
right.
decided, no, not on our watch, you're not. So they
Mm-hmm.
burnt the whole town down.
An unequal but very opposite reaction.
So
Yes.
yes, I mean, we sometimes I just want to move to Cuba. Just pack it up and just move to because we can, if all black people for some reason, I'm just gonna use this city as a example because it's my state. If every black person moved to Indiana,
Okay.
you think Indiana just gonna sit there and let all these black people just move in and don't do nothing? This is the KKK
Mm-hmm.
capital. This is the state where KKK got its start. They not just gonna sit there and be like, well, just look at all those black people moving in. But yeah, moving south. I mean, if you want to move south, move south. But there's work to do everywhere. I'll put it that way. There's
Yep.
work to do everywhere you move. Um, yeah, just look Tulsa, upper state New York, California, where black people had their own beaches, and they decided, you know what, we're just gonna burn them. You can't come to the white beach, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make sure you don't have a beach to go to in the first place. What? That that's how petty and racist, despite what Ron DeSantis dropout says, despite what hey Nikki, I don't think I'm Indian, but I'm just gonna paint my face white, even though we all know she Indian. I'm just gonna pretend I'm white. Slavery wasn't a thing. Happens. This country is very racist.